Hello guys, this is Troydan here from Troydan Gaming, giving you a quick overview of some of the settings I use for OBS, otherwise known as Open Broadcaster software. This is for my Twitch stream, and I'm going to show you two settings I use. One for when I stream the World of Warcraft, which I stream in 1080p, and also when I stream my console recording, which is 720. So I guess I'll just jump right into, 1080p. I think that's where I left off on. Let me just click preview for no reason. Oh, there I am. Oh god. Let's hit settings. So the first thing you're going to look at is, ignore this spot. This is general. There's nothing you need to change here. Nothing I changed here. It's just to put multiple profiles, which I don't even use. I'm lazy. Next thing is encoding. Now this, I put 3700 for my max bit rate. If you're a non-partner stream, the rule of thumb is to not go over 2500 because unless you're getting more than 50 viewers at a time, people are not going to be able to watch your stream because you do not receive the encoding options until you receive 50 people in the stream. That's where you can have the viewers switch the settings from medium quality to high quality to source. You don't get that until you reach 50. That's how it is now. That can change anytime. Now, I use a higher bitrate than is recommended, but I've always gone with this. It's the highest quality I can get without people complaining. If I put this bitrate to, let's say, 3900, I will have few people saying it is lagging for them. They're not able to watch it. So that's where I've done some testing, trial and error. I keep it about 3700. Keep in mind I am a partnered stream, so I have that encoding option. Now with the audio quality, audio encoding, most of this is all default. I think I increased this to 192 a long time ago. I've just never gone back. No, that could be default. Again, this is just my settings, not much of a tutorial. Other than that, that's how I have it. If you want to copy that, go ahead. The broadcasting settings, I'll save that. This is irrelevant. Video. This is where I'm streaming, as I said, in 1080p, 1920 by 1080p. Now, when you're streaming in 1080p, you're most likely going to have to go 30 FPS. If you can get 60 frames per second, god damn, you got a nice PC, because I can't pull that shit off. So I'm leaving it at 30 FPS. Now, if I was to do a 720p stream for my consoles, because I would like to get the higher frames per second to double that, I would just switch it to, switch the resolution to 1280 by 720 and frames per second by 60. That's what I would change. So I'm just going to leave this on 1080p, 30 frames per second, apply. Now the next thing is the audio. This is something you don't really need to change unless you're getting a delay or your mic is really quiet. So that's what I'm doing with the AT2020. Hotkeys, again, really relevant for what I'm showing you. Now advanced, this is where I guess everything happens, the magic. With this, I've always had multi-threaded on. I keep it above normal. I haven't noticed too much of a difference, but hey, looks shiny, right? And this is really where everything happens. So the CPU preset, I keep it on fast when I stream 1080p with encoding in main. I don't play with anything else down here. This is all my default settings. But some people will not be able to get fast. What do you want? Fast main. They might have to go faster or even, unfortunately, very fast. That's the breaks. That's how OBS works. It's a huge CPU usage. Or excuse me, CPU hog, I should be saying. Use your words, Troydan. But that's what I do for 1080p. So when I'm going to be streaming in 720p, I will actually reduce this to medium and then put this on high. Again, that is from trial and error. That is as far as I can go. If I go any higher, my CPU usage will be, too high. You do not want your CPU usage over really around 90%. To be honest, I usually stumble around 80 to 90 to 95 even. But if you're hitting 100%, what's going to happen is your whole screen's going to freeze. You don't want your computer at 100%. I might be asking, what are you talking about, Troy? 100%. Well, I'm going to hit Control Delete. In the task manager here, CPU usage, this bad boy. You can always keep this open to kind of monitor, get an idea of what's going on. But if this is at 100% or very close, you're gonna get spiking, your computer's gonna freeze, and you might smell something burning. So you gotta be aware of what's going on there. So just to put this back here, so fast is what I use, and main, this is for 1080p. Again, play around with it. You can always jump backwards. To let you know this, I didn't know this at first, but it makes sense now. Slower is the highest quality you're gonna get. No one's running on slower. If you're running on slower, what the hell? How are you doing that? You're a hacker. Now, ultra fast, that is the worst quality you're going to get. So you can start from there and move your way down. and constantly just watch your stream and see how it looks. So anyway, let's put this back here. And nothing else I really play with down here. This is all just, I believe, default things. So other than that, quick sync encoder, this is irrelevant. Browser, I don't even know what that is. And the microphone noise gate. This is just for, stopping like that little crackling noise you hear in the background. If you breathe really heavy, I should be saying. Like if you have, you're really close to the microphone like myself. You want to, play around with this. But this, again, is just audio quality. I have this here. Again, you can kind of see as I talk. Da-da-da-da-da. There's the thingamajig. But this is, again, just default settings. I don't think I played around with this just a bit. But you can figure this out. But anyway, that's 1080p. Now, the only thing I'll let you know, if I was going to switch to 720, that's for my console recording. I would leave everything the same. I actually just leave the bitrate the same, to be honest. I haven't had any difference there. We would change the video, as I showed you a little bit earlier. So 720p, is it 1280 by 720? We switch it to 60 frames per second. Now, if you're not able to get 60 frames per second, you can consider trying 30 FPS. Again, think about this beautiful software. It's a lot of trial and error to what your PC works. I have a 4770K, and it's a higher end processor, but depending on what you have, you might have to play around. These settings might not work great for you, but they might work perfect for someone else, but you have to play around with it. Fortunately, that's the way of the road, bups. Now, I'll apply this, and so again, if I'm going to be doing 720, I said I would switch it to medium, and I put that to high. Again, after trial and error, that is the best quality I can get with what I have to work with. So that's really it. Then I hit apply, and click OK, and then ta-da, here I am. Now, this is still in 1080p, so if I hit stop preview and preview, there we go. It should switch me down to 720, so that's not going to fit on the screen. But I have different scenes here. Let's see where we go. NBA. This is console recording. Oops. Wait, which one am I? This one. Where are we going? There it is. So this is how I would stream NBA 2K15 for the Xbox One. You would see it behind me in the black area. There's a game. And that's really about it, though. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I just quickly made this video to show a few people what kind of settings I use because people are asking. This really isn't a tutorial as per se, but if you have any questions, I could definitely see if I can help you out. But really, if you take one thing away, it's trial and error with OBS. Constantly try to make it as high quality as you can, but make sure to keep your CPU usage up, and make sure also based on your internet connection, because I have an upload rate of about 32 megabytes. So that it's higher, but it's not Google. Google's getting like what, 1 gig up? 1 gig up? Like what the hell? But anyway, you might have lower. A good spot to check that is a website called speedtest.net. Let me just bring it up for you since I can do this stuff. Speedtest.net. So just go to this website. You may have seen this before. Begin test. I'll click it now. But this will tell you, will give you kind of a good idea what your upload and your download is. You don't really care too much about the download for streaming, but your upload is really important. It's going to tell me my download first, then my upload. So that gives you kind of an idea. Now, if you have like an upload rate of like 0.5, you're probably not going to be able to stream 1080p. You might not be able to stream at all. You might have to go to the lowest resolution, like 480p or something ridiculous. So my upload speed right now, well, I guess it varies, but it's about 29, 30. There you go. As I figured it would be. I'm just watching. Yeah, it's usually about the same. So anyways, that is just how you get your upload speed. Again, I'm kind of going off track, but those are some things I thought I'd show you guys. Again, any questions, leave them below. Thank you for watching, and keep your stick on the ice.